Looking at all of this damage, it's hard to imagine that anyone would survive, but some would call it a miracle. So we still have an hour left. Time is ticking, so now is your chance to come out here and donate a turkey. But with that being said, I'm actually here with Mississippi Food Network's Stacey Kane. Thank you for joining me tonight. Tell us, you've been out here all day. How's it been going? There is no timeline on exactly when the building here will be demolished, but if you guys come over here, you can see that there is a sign posted right here on the library that says it is closed. And guys, it has been closed for a while now, off and on. You can also utilize the drop box here, again, just outside of the gates, to drop off your important documents as well as your recertification applications. What do you have to say for yourself?
Which one of y'all missing y'all top?
What do you have to say for yourself? Did you kill this 14-year-old?
Where have you been hiding all this time?
I ain't killed nobody.
Now, we also spoke to law enforcement officials who say that there will be heavy security presence both in and around the fairgrounds as well as here at the stadium come tomorrow. This case dating back to 2017 when Willie Corey Godbolt went on a killing spree in Lincoln County. He was later tried in Pike County where he was sentenced to death. It didn't go as expected for many, from Ted Hennepin all the way down to the water customers who have frustrations about their individual water bills. The devastation is just so widespread and heartbreaking. You could just see this house. There's not much left to it this morning. A lot of it just gone. Now, we did speak to...
Trying to take it day at a time.
It marks 5 days since the powerful EF4 tornado ripped through Rolling Fork, leaving nothing but devastation in its path.
If you could tell me I had a magic wand and I could make something happen, I would make my town look the way it did before this storm.
While walking through a once vibrant rural city, Samuel Grayson, a 22-year Army veteran and Rolling Fork native, says he's still in disbelief.
This is something from a movie, you know, something that's fictional to me, but now it's real.
It's the first day back working at Stop and Shop for Marquita Knight, but back in the absence of a co-worker and friend, Wanda Kelly, who was killed the night of the tornado while inside a Family Dollar.
And it was just so hard to come back to work, you know, knowing that I'm not going to see her again.
Driving by this mobile home on Thigpen Road in Raymond, all you could see was a trampoline stuck into the side. Definitely turning heads after Friday morning storms, but what people didn't know is that there was a miracle walking around outside.
Knowing that, I can't. When you see the tree, and I took a picture of it, when you go in there and you see that, I don't know how she made it out.
11-year-old Mackenzie was only inches away from a tragedy.
I was in that little hole. That hole right there, I was in there.
Gusty winds knocked down a large tree right onto her room and onto her bed. So y'all had to dig her out of this hole right here?
Yeah.
Oh my
Right
goodness.
up underneath there. You can see where the floor of the house just snapped in
There's
half.
no wall anymore over there.
And if you look down, you can see a piece of the rafter that I don't know how it did. I don't know how it didn't hit her head.
Thankfully, Mackenzie walked away from this scary situation with nothing but a few scratches. You can expect some traffic jams in the capital city this weekend for both Jackson State's homecoming game and the Mississippi State Fair.
I think probably getting in and out of downtown tomorrow is going to be pretty difficult for everyone, both the fair and the game. Our son goes to Belhaven, and he lives down there, so he's probably going to be stuck in his house most of the day.
Thousands of Jackson State fans are expected to flood downtown at 8 a.m. Saturday for the homecoming parade. Following that, fans will head to the Veterans Memorial Stadium for the big game.
If people don't leave early, I will be out at the stadium at about 7:30. If you're leaving at 10:30, 11 o'clock, then you're going to be sitting in the car for a long time.
Later in the evening, I-55 near High Street may be clogged with drivers heading to the State Fair for its final weekend. Michael Flood with the Mississippi Department of Transportation says to be extra careful if heading to these events.
If you're in a hurry trying to get to any of these events, it often leads to people eating in the car drinking, texting friends in the car, and that kind of thing. So it's important to keep in mind there's going to be a lot of traffic out there, so that could be frequent stops, congestion, that kind of thing.
Flood says it's important to plan ahead and designate a sober driver if you plan to drink.
If you're not worried about yourself, worry about others, and let's keep each other alive.
Get the trash issue, that was important, that was for the greater good. We got that resolved. Now here in Alta Woods, we are literally dealing with some words I can't say.
Raw sewage everywhere, from inside people's homes to the streets. People in the Alta Woods subdivision are facing yet another problem in the capital city.
We love our house. We've been here 21 years. But just so tired.
People are literally dealing with sewage in their home where you have to evacuate where you pay for. I was in a hotel for 18 days calling anybody that would listen. One city worker literally told me to wait on the Lord.
Jackson resident Amia Edwards says that her problems with sewage began back in 2018, all due to a break in front of her home.
And I'm tired of it. To be pushed out of my home 3 times, once a year, to have a foot of water at your ankles where all you can do is just grab the clothes on your back and get your dog. That's scary.
The most recent happened back in March.
I had a foot of sewage water in my bedroom, in my hallway, and in my hall bath. My kitchen, island, and stove got damaged with this. I can't cook at home now. I'm down to the studs in my house, and I've been fighting.
But Edwards isn't alone. Just down the street on Oriole Drive, the White family has been dealing with these same issues. City pipes breaking, causing sewage overflow into their home, forcing them to store furniture outside and sleep in the living room.
I've spent so many tears because of all this stuff. I mean, sewage touches it. It's gone.
The city sewer mains are the problem that we can't address, no matter how many times we pay people to work on our own property.
The Public Works Division in the city of Jackson says there are 3 breaks in the area. One was fixed, one under construction, and another has been identified, and they're working through options to get it fixed, but it's more of a complex break. However, that doesn't change a lot for people who have been displaced.
We've gotten this fixed, but there's so many other people. And my concern is for the senior citizens in my community and the folks who are just going to be intimidated by the process, who think they just have an old home, who just thinks, oh, I'm just poor, this is the way I have to live, and don't know any better.